Bam! Charles Rudibaugh back at you. What is network marketing? What is multi-level marketing? Some people don't even know. So here's a quick video that just explains real briefly. The bottom line is multi-level marketing, network marketing is just a way to bring products or services to the masses without advertising. So let's just say you're going to start up a company. Let's call it XYZ company, and you're going to be selling widgets. You developed your own widget. You're going to be selling widgets. And now, so you got basically more or less two options to bring this product and serve this product, your widgets, to the market. You can have a whole lot of money, millions of dollars in capital for a big advertising campaign to let people know about it, to get brand awareness, big marketing campaign, and people can start coming to your stores or buying it online, however you're doing it retail or you're doing it direct, whatever you're doing. But you got to get people to know about it, right? And so that's the first way. The second way is you're the business owner. Couldn't you tell your best friend, hey, if you sell any of my widgets, I'll give you a little commission? And your friend's like, oh, wow, that sounds good. And he likes your widgets, and he starts telling his friends about it. He sells 10 of your widgets, and you pay him. That's just what you said you would. And then now you say, you know what? So that's direct sales. That's what direct sales is. Now, network marketing and multi-level marketing takes direct sales to another level. It's where you tell your friend John, who's selling your widgets, you say, hey, John, if you find anybody else to sell our widgets, not only will I pay them the same exact percentage or commission that I was paying you, but I'll give you a little bit of a percentage as well since you trained them, since you brought them in, and we would have had none of those sales if it wasn't for you. And so you basically have built yourself a distribution network now because John starts telling all of his friends. He gets 10 people on his team. Those 10 people now collectively, 10 plus John, have much more distribution. They can talk to a lot more people. They can get the word out to a lot more people. A team can always do a lot more than an individual. And so over time, these companies can get huge. I mean, there's companies with hundreds of thousands of distributors. The company I am is hundreds and hundreds of thousands of distributors out there talking about our services, bringing our services to the masses with no advertising. That advertising money can now get put into a compensation structure to pay the people, to pay the marketers that are out there doing the word of mouth advertising. And so that's number one. So they can get a compensation structure, they can get paid very lucratively. Different compensation plans are worked differently based on how many teams you can build, and short-term income, long-term income, bonuses, residual income, reoccurring income based on people continuously purchasing their product or service. But yeah, that's one way you can do it. But then there's also the second thing that can happen is that because that company now doesn't have to spend all this money continuously on marketing, because they have this influx of new business all the time, they can save money. They can have a better product, and they can have a product or service that's better, that's higher quality, at a lower cost for the masses. For example, on your cell phone bill, 30% of that bad boy is for advertising costs to the main carrier. And so we pay the advertising. The consumer pays the advertising. It's all part of the business model. So you're not just getting the best price and your company's comping the advertising. That gets passed on to you. Advertising costs get passed on to you. So now the difference between a pyramid scheme and a network marketing company or viable multi-level marketing companies, and in a pyramid scheme, you pay money to join, which a lot of network marketing companies and multi-level marketing companies, you pay money to join. But in a pyramid scheme, you pay money to join, that money gets passed up, and that's the money that people are making money on. The people above you are making money on the money that you paid to join. Without any product being sold, without any service ever being sold, any product or service being brought to market, that company could have a product or service, but it doesn't matter whether you sell it or not, because all you're doing is recruiting people and making money on what they're on the recruiting initiation fee or their recruitment fee. And so that's illegal. And that's what attorneys generals are looking for. They're looking for that to shut those types of companies down. Because a viable network marketing or multi-level marketing company is bringing products or services to the market. They have a certain amount of, there's rules, there's a certain amount of revenue being generated from those products or services. So even if a company has a buy-in, right, an investment, there still has to be a certain amount of revenue being generated from products and service sales as opposed to the buy-in from people joining. And so there's a lot of laws, there's a lot of rules. It's a very tricky legal minefield. And Congress has been regulating this for a long time, just like they regulate franchises, just like they regulate all businesses. There's consumer compliance protection laws. And so any company that's 1 or 2 or 3 years old, they can run into problems. Maybe they're not doing it right. You never know. You know, any company that you talk to that's like, oh, you don't have to do anything, just pay this money and join, and then other people can pay and join, and you don't have to sell anything, you don't have to do anything, it's probably illegal. And you can make a lot of money with those things. You just don't want to be there when the cops show up, right? I mean, I knew one lady, she's like, is it an illegal pyramid? And I'm like, nope, it's a legitimate multi-level marketing company. And she's like, oh, never mind, I only want to be in an illegal pyramid. And I was like, what are you talking about? You only want to be in an illegal pyramid? She was like, yeah, you can make a lot of money with those things. She's like, I remember I was in this one bringing home, you know, trash bags full of cash every once a week. But I just, you just don't want to be there when the cops come. And it's just so silly, So most people, obviously, that was just the one person I've ever heard that from, and thousands of people I've ever met. Most people, obviously, don't want to be in something illegal. They want to be in something that's legitimate, it's viable. There's, attorneys general, like on our company, there's three former attorneys generals on our legal staff making sure we follow all the laws. There's laws about enticement. There's laws about making income claims. There's laws about making false representations, and there's all kinds of laws that revolve around network marketing and direct sales, multi-level marketing. And all you got to do is be with a company that's been around for 10 years or more, and they've made it through all that stuff. They're following the laws, because guaranteed they're 10 years old or more, the government knows who they are. If your company's featured in Success from Home magazine, everyone knows who they are. They're not hiding, right? And so the best part about network marketing, multi-level marketing, is that you can own your own business. You become a distributor or an independent business owner, and you're your own business owner with a 1099 income, which gives you huge tax advantages and tax write-offs. So you get a lot of tax leverage. You own a business. It's just that it doesn't have a brick and mortar. It doesn't have a retail outlet. It's something you work online. It's e-commerce. And so there's a lot of benefits to it, but it's a different type of a business than most people are used to, right? So it's a business. It's just a virtual business. A lot of people call it a virtual franchise, because that's really what you're doing. Instead of paying, $1 million for your McDonald's franchise and having a store, you're paying $500 or $1,000 for a virtual franchise. And you're buying into the system. You're buying into the corporate infrastructure and support. So you've got customer support and, all these employees at their corporate office handling marketing materials and handling inbound, all of the marketing stuff, handling customer support, handling legal stuff, handling all that stuff. And you basically bought yourself a business, and now it's just your job to go talk about it to people. So the corporate handles all of the business side of things. We get the easy part, the fun part, which is just talking about a product or service we're excited about to our friends and family, and if they buy it, we get a commission. If they keep buying it, we keep getting a commission. And if you get other people to do it, they get that commission, and plus you get an overriding commission as well. And so it's just an incredible business model. It's created more millionaires than any other industry in the world. It's created more millionaires in real estate. It's created more millionaires in any business, in any industry in the world. And 2 out of 3 people have purchased a product or service from a network marketing or multi-level marketing company. 25% of our GDP, the United States GDP, comes from home-based businesses. So home-based businesses is a huge boom right now. People don't want to sit in traffic anymore. They're sick and tired of a boss that's, telling them how much money they can make, and they can't move up the corporate ladder. They have no control. Their expenses are growing faster than their income. But in network marketing, your income can double, it can triple, it can quadruple in 6 months. I've never heard of anyone with a job who their income has quadrupled in 6 months. So income, sky's the limit in network marketing. Just as big of a team as you can build, as productive of a team as you can build, the more customers being acquired, the bigger a team doing it, the better. And so it's just about how many people can you talk to, and that's all it is. So it's an incredible business. I hope you look more into it, and don't listen to the idiots out there that say it's a scam, because they just don't know what they're talking about. They're just talking out of fear. So God bless, and we'll see you over the top. Bye-bye.